There is a miracle in every new beginning. Some of us think holding on makes us strong, but sometimes it is letting go. I can think. I can wait. I can fast. Within you, there is a stillness and sanctuary to which you can retreat at any time and be yourself. The true profession of a man is to find his way to himself. You have to try the impossible to achieve the possible. Love your suffering. Do not resist it. Do not flee from it. It is only your aversion to it that hurts, nothing else. I have always believed, and I still believe, that whatever good or bad fortune may come our way, we can always give it meaning and transform it into something of value. If I know what love is, it is because of you. Learn what is to be taken seriously and laugh at the rest. There is no reality except the one contained within us. Without words, without writing, and without books, there would be no history. There could be no concept of humanity. Youth ends when egotism does. Maturity begins when one lives for others. We are not going circles, we are going upwards. The path is a spiral. We have already climbed many steps. You are only afraid if you are not in harmony with yourself. To achieve the possible, we must attempt the impossible again and again. Your soul is the whole world. When we hate a person, what we hate in his image, something inside ourselves. Whatever isn't inside us can't excite us, because the world is so full of death and horror. I try again and again to console my heart and pick the flowers that grow in the midst of hell. I wanted only to live in accord with the promptings which came from my true self. Why was that so very difficult? As a body, everyone is single. As a soul, never. Theory is knowledge that doesn't work. Practice is when everything works and you don't know why. Making music together is the best way for two people to become friends. He had loved and he had found himself. Most people lose themselves. When you like someone, you like them in spite of their faults. When you love someone, you love them with their faults. Happiness is love, nothing else. The river is everywhere. How could I fail to be a lone wolf and an uncouth hermit, as I did not share one of its aims nor understand one of its pleasures? Words cannot express the joy of new life. Happiness is a how, not a what. A talent, not an object. Our God's name is Abraxas, and he is God and Satan, and he contains both the luminous and the dark world. Everyone can perform magic. Everyone can reach his goals. If he is able to think, if he is able to wait, if he is able to fast. Knowledge can be communicated, but not wisdom. One can find it, live it, be fortified by it, do wonders through it, but one cannot communicate and teach it. The river taught us how to listen with a silent heart. with a waiting, open soul. The deity is within you, not in ideas and books. Truth is lived, not taught. A house without books is a poor house, even if beautiful rugs are covering its floors and precious wallpapers and pictures cover its walls. Each man's life represents a road toward himself. Oh, love is not there to make us happy. I believe it exists to show us how much we can endure. Loneliness is the way by which destiny endeavors to lead man to himself. To be able to throw oneself away for the sake of a moment, to be able to sacrifice years for a woman's smile, that is happiness. It is not for me to judge another man's life. I must judge, I must choose, I must spurn purely for myself alone. Opinions mean nothing. They may be beautiful or ugly, clever or foolish. Anyone can embrace or reject them. My real self wanders elsewhere, far away, wanders on and on invisibly, and has nothing to do with my life. Solitude is independence. People with courage and character always seem sinister to the rest. A longing to wander tears my heart when I hear trees rustling in the wind at evening. The best weapons against the infamies of life are courage, willfulness, and patience. Courage strengthens, willfulness is fun, and patience provides tranquility. It is not our purpose to become each other. It is to recognize each other, to learn to see the other and honor him for what he is. All higher humor begins with ceasing to take oneself seriously. Faith and doubt go hand in hand. They are complementaries. One who never doubts will never truly believe. Words do not express thoughts very well. They always become a little different immediately after they are expressed, a little distorted, a little foolish. If time is not real, then the dividing line between this world and eternity, between suffering and bliss, between good and evil, is also an illusion. I will no longer mutilate and destroy myself in order to find the secret behind the ruins. To nobody can you communicate in words and teachings what happened to you in your hour of enlightenment. No permanence is ours. We are a wave that flows to fit whatever form it finds. All life is a breath exhaled by God. All dying is a breath inhaled by God. Yes, I am going into the woods. I am going into the unity of all things. I have always thirsted for knowledge. I have always been full of questions. You are willing to die, you coward, but not to live. Often, it is the most deserving people who cannot help loving those who destroy them. Chaos demands to be recognized and experienced before letting itself be converted into a new order. In every truth, the opposite is equally true. A truth can only be expressed and enveloped in words if it is one-sided. Each man had only one genuine vocation to find the way to himself. But your questions, which are unanswerable without exception, all spring from the same erroneous thinking. Beauty does not bring happiness to the one who possesses it, but to the one who loves and admires it. Not in his speech, not in his thoughts. I see his greatness only in his actions, in his life. Writing is good, thinking is better. Cleverness is good, patience is better. Only the ideas that we really live have any value. When dealing with the insane, the best method is to pretend to be sane. The opposite of every truth is just as true. Only within yourself exists that other reality for which you long. I cannot tell my story without reaching a long way back. Did all this make sense? The truth has a million faces, but there is only one truth. There are always a few such people who demand the utmost of life and yet cannot come to terms with its stupidity and crudeness. I have always been a great dreamer. In dreams, I have always been more active than in my real life, and these shadows sap me of my health and energy.